I interviewed Dave CEO and founder of RDX Solar. Dave is a really hardworking man. The products that he generates is through solar. He does door-to-door sales of solar, and also um, he actually has within RDX they actually install the solar themselves. So how he recognized the opportunity, he worked in Dish, working door to door, selling Dish TV and Direct TV. But the market of that disappeared. He was doing really well in his company, and then all of a sudden, because of all of the different streaming services, he began to lose a lot of revenue, and things just weren't going well, and he knew he needed to pivot or lose his business. And so he saw solar as an opportunity, and so he pivoted towards that, spending a lot of times with mentors and advisors on how to do that by following up with or talking to other solar companies that were successful, friends that he had that had already started them, or different mentors that he had asked to just come and pick their brains. With this hard work and study, he was able to find out a lot about the market, and then he went out himself before sending any of his sales reps or his company out. He went out himself and began to sell solar, saw that it was successful, and then began setting his management team up and sending his salesmen out. His management team was created by the people he already knew, by the salesmen that he had been selling with in his last company, with selling Dish TV and Direct TV. And with that, he was able to find people that he knew he already worked with well, and that had the same culture and mindset that he did, and the same goals for the company that he did. He says that when it started, they financed it themselves. He had done really well in door-to-door sales before he even started the Dish company, and so he financed it completely just with his own money. And then it's the business, whereas other solar companies have been struggling, grew 25% over this last year. So it's been growing, and it's one of the top growing companies. Mistakes he made along the way: when he first started selling RDX Solar, he had two other products that he sold with it. This stretched him thin, and he noticed that this was just not helping. He needed to just focus on one thing and get really good at that one thing. And so that's when he pivoted, got rid of those, and went straight just for solar. And while he was selling just solar, he saw that he learned the market a lot better and was able to focus so that he could create the company that is the multi-million-dollar company today. So he learned a lot from those mistakes. There was critical resources in building his business, and just what he calls his critical resource was 100% people. It's a sales company. They are really good at selling door to door, and he accredits that 100% to his people. Of course, he's overseeing everything, but if he didn't have good salesmen, then they would not have a business. And so he credited resource 100% to his people, and the ultimate keys of his success is the culture that he has for those people, for his salesmen. He talked about that culture for quite some time, and as being a part of his company, I've seen that culture. Just having the mindset to grow, having the mindset to push each other, having the mindset to continue to help one another out, but also to push each other in competitions and different things, but also to have a bigger reason of why you're selling, and really focusing on that so that you don't burn out. And I've definitely seen that help me a lot. He wants to help us create financial independence, and his culture is all about that. And so people really buy into that, and salesmen really buy into that, and it really works. And so what really impressed me the most was his hard work and ethic, just going after it, getting prepared by selling door to door before he started his own company. 2 was just his culture, the culture that he has around his business, culture of gratitude, culture of hard work. And 3 would be his personal view on people, being that huge asset, and relationships being incredibly important. And so I want to take all 3 of those concepts to my venture and and really focus on the people that I work with and the culture that I have for my employees.